Hot coffee for a cold world. Hot coffee for the coldest world. Hot coffee for a cold world. Hot coffee for a cold, cold world.
Episode 1. It's a Tarp.
Alright. Good morning. Here we go. We're going to do this hot coffee for a cold world. And for the haters, if you're asking why this is episode 1, didn't we already have an episode 1? No, that was a pilot. So, it might have been titled episode 1, but this is the true beginning. So, here we go. This is a game we played, what was this, like Friday night, February 5th, something like that. So, it's recent, very recent. We got some bad matchups in our solo lanes because I decided to choose AP Ezreal this game and thinking that I'd be up against this Fiddlesticks when in reality I was up against the Graves. So AP Ezreal up against Graves in a lane is really rough. And then top lane we have Shen into Kennen, which is also really rough. I don't know what's going on with the video right now. I'm assuming that I tab alted or something. It should come back here in a minute. For this, I'm going to actually not do a commentary on the full game. I'm going to be trying to skip over some of the filler parts and maybe do some replays of critical moments. That way, because we'll have to see how this works out. I don't know what's better, the full game commentary straight through or... Oh, baby, that first blood. Wow. That flash, game over. So even though we do have a bad matchup, well, technically a bad matchup top lane, it started off well. It does get rough once Kennen gets 6. And you'll also notice here that I'm messing with the camera settings a little bit still, as I'm still trying to figure everything out. But yeah, so this game we have a really good poke comp in that me as AP Ezreal and Matt as Caitlyn for AD are a great mix of pretty much the two longest range damage respective for their damage type. And then we have Gragas, who's really good in poke comps because he has hard peel. Like if you or also he has really good chance to pick. And if you get a pick in a poke comp, it makes the rest of it really easy. If you're up a person in a poke comp, basically there shouldn't be a way that they can get to all of your damage dealers because you should be able to peel them or kill them. Because you do more damage over time. So basically, if you get a pick and they don't hard engage right after that, you're probably going to win that fight. So this team, and on top of that, we have Shen for our tank, who's also good at peeling, and he's also really good at engaging, and the shield is great for poke comps because he saves it, and Zillion. So it's like, we inadvertently, that fist dodge, GGeroni. Anyways, so where was that? Yeah, so we basically have a really good poke comp here. Their team comp is weird but strangely effective. They have an 80 Fiddlesticks and a Blitzcrank bottom with a Nautilus jungle and a Graves mid. So they have all the components of a normal team, maybe except for the 80 Fiddle, but whatever. But they're just arranged differently than they normally would be. So you can see this matchup is not favoring the Ezreal right now. But the thing about AP Ezreal is that late game, I think he's pretty much the highest damage carry in the game also in terms of burst. Because I think at the end of this game, my Alt W combo was doing over 2,000 damage with just those two spells one time. So it is, and that's all AoE damage too. The ult does fade off a bit, but it's still a lot of damage. So he's one of the highest AP or one of the highest damage bursting champions in the game once you get past the tadpole stage and into the I'm a real champion stage. So you just kind of need to not feed. And luckily our team is really good at comebacks due to the fact that we have Zillion and Kate and Ezra. Like we are designed to be a late game team. Alright, so after the early lane phase here, we're doing alright. I think we're down 2k gold, but that's not a huge issue. I mean, we shouldn't be down 2k gold, but we're a late scaling team, so it's okay. Blah! Roasted. Alright, so this also, I think, this probably should have been a double kill, but I shake arena'd this Q. Whoop! Okay. And I had to flash for that. So that was a misplay, and I'm pretty sure I get punished by this Nautilus for I overlinger here. Bot lane's going well. This bot lane in particular is pretty nasty because the Taylor built AP, and so you guys just have a ton of damage up front. I like it a lot. Top lane's going the way it should. I mean, it's tough in that situation. Like, as a Shen, I feel like your best bet. See, there was the Nautilus killing me. Would be if your creep wave is even and Kennen starts to do damage to you, or if your creep wave is at least close to even and he starts to do damage to you, I feel like if you engaged, so then he would take creep aggro, because his spells have a long cooldown and you're auto attack based, you know? So I feel like you could win the prolonged trade in that matchup if you had even minions, but I don't know. I haven't played that matchup. Let's see here. Ooh, the fiddlesticks. Oh my. Zillion highlights right there. I said Tark highlights. Zillion highlights. Hell yeah. See, I mean, you can already tell. I think I only have a Sheen at this point, and AP Ezreal already hurts a lot against the Graves with a BF, I'm pretty sure at that point. So, that was right. Graves with BF, me with Sheen. So you can kind of see AP Ezreal, he doesn't have as weak of a mid game as he used to, which is part of why I think he's super strong right now. And what else? Yeah. So that's the early potential of the damage. Here's this Nautilus again, just trolling in my lane right now. Oop. Here we go. Oh yeah, that perfect flash E. Okay, he's dead. Unfortunately, Kennen TP's here and flash ults me, so that's unfortunate. But that flash E was great. Holy crap. So that was a Q auto with Thunderlord's proc, and that did 60% of Tyler's health. Oh my god. Nice kite. And are we going to lose this here? Yeah, I think we're going to definitely lose this turret here. So our game plan in this game for the mid game should probably be to get early vision and then group up at these objectives, kind of wait for them to start and try to poke a little bit, because they are short range. Like, Kennen is ranged, Fiddlestick is ranged, and Graves is ranged, but they're all short range. I think Blitz and Nautilus have the longest range spells on their team, and they're both the melee. So if we were just able to siege up against these guys, even if it's not in a lane, if we was at a dragon pit or something like that, if we were able to set up and siege against them, sorry about the video guys, but I don't know what the hell I was doing. If we're able to siege up against them, anywhere, I think we have the advantage as long as they aren't able to engage on us right away. So next time we play a comp like this, I think we should try to like take objectives early, because if we're grouped up, they can't really do much if we notice that we outrange them. So where was I going? We spend a lot of time separated, classic 1-by-1 strategy. We must be watching too much kung fu movies, because, damn, dude, we spend a lot of time separated. But it's okay, because everybody on our team is talented enough to outplay, so we get away with it. Although, probably don't need to, but hey, that's what we like to do. Ooh, that's rough right there. Nice live. Ooh. Okay, so I'm out of mana. This blue Ezreal build that I do relies really heavily on the scaling mana regen from the runes for the mana, because the only mana item I build is Sheen in the Lich Bane. So I don't really have good mana sustain until later on. And so this, like, if I'm not able to go out and fight pretty early on and I have to go creep, it's pretty detrimental, but it makes my build much stronger in the mid game, because I don't have to build tier or anything like that. All right. Ooh, the dodges. Oh, it came back and hit him. He has no mana. There we go, the spooky ghost. Ooh, get him. Yeah, the flank. I gotta say, Tyler, you had some really good flanks this game on the Gragas. I don't know what that was. Oh, did he do that on purpose? Because I didn't even notice that in game, but he pulled the raptor camp in my way, so I couldn't shoot it with my Q. That was pretty smart, actually. But he died, so whatever. Here we go. We're setting up a siege mid, which is good, which is kind of what we wanted to do. The problem here is that both of our tanks are not with us, so we probably needed to recognize that and be. But they don't have their full team here either. I do think, okay, so let's watch this unfold. So we set up this for a long time. Neither of our front line were there. R2 shows up, but we're still only 4, and then we start committing for the turret late, like, because we had like 40 seconds there early on where it was 3-on-2, and if we had everybody, it would have been 5-on-2. So we probably could have got the turret, but what happened was they were able to clear the first wave, so their 2 members were able to go back to base and come back at full health. Okay, let's just watch that. Just appreciate that Kate outplay right there. That was strong. So we were able to, they were able to get back with more resources than us in health and mana, and they probably were able to buy. So even though we had won the last fight there, they probably had better items than us, and they definitely had more health. I don't know what this Graves does all game, but he just tanks the turret to his death right there with minions available. But can't win them all, I guess. So anyways, if we would have all been 5 mid there, we probably could have taken the turret, dove one of them early, then the other guys would have come in to try to clean up, but they would have been down on numbers still, so we might have been able to continue winning the fight and potentially even get the second turret. So in that situation, I think we need to try to get together as 5 if we pick somebody in the mid game, because taking early objectives, if you notice in a lot of our games, like right now, we're behind 5k gold and we're down 2 turrets. Now we're only down 1, but we are down 2 turrets, which is, a turret is 1,000 gold globally-ish, like 200 or so for each player. And so we were down 2,000 gold just in turrets right there. And we probably could have swung that and been up gold if we played it right. This is a good roam by us. We all collapse on bottom here. We even get the R2 ult. So we're 5-man in this. Get that kill. Unfortunately, Fiddle was able to fear me. And so I wasn't able to get Fiddle. So we only got 1 kill. And then this is a pretty unfortunate situation coming up here. So we send Matt back with R2 to go defend. R2 took damage before Matt got there. So then when Matt gets here, they don't have the same potential to engage, unfortunately. But that was just having only being a Shen against 3 people in a siege is rough. Like, you can't really outposition them or anything. So R2 had to go back. Matt's here all alone. And we were pushing bottom, and somehow they were able to clear the wave while we were killing them. I think it just happened as part of the fight. Ooh, that heal. And we only had 1 cannon minion, so we had to wait for the next wave because the tower one-shotted the only minion left in the wave that was going. So we were basically behind a wave on that. Luckily here, we were able to roam and clean up a few, I believe. Because we did get that second turret. Oh, jeez. So now I'm pretty out of position here because I didn't see cannon coming down or fiddlesticks or blitz. Get over the wall, that's good. Graves didn't die, which is unfortunate. Damn, dude, that cannon does the damages. Oh, baby, the feed. I was just running at Graves. Oh, my. I'm pretty sure I didn't have enough mana for my spells there. Dope. Nice. And the Zillion and Fiddlesticks here just trade spots. Nah. Taylor's like, I don't want to be next to that. I never was a big fan of crows anyways. Yeah, he jumps into the river. Okay, so here we go. We got Dragon up. They have 3 people down. So right about now, Tyler should be heading straight to Dragon, and the 3 of our players mid should roam over there right now. Or even we could get Rift Sculler here, Rift Herald, I mean. I think now if you can get Rift Herald like slightly before Baron spawns, it's actually really easy to get because you'll kill it way faster than when it was earlier in the game. So if you can take a Rift Herald at like 16, 17 minutes, it's pretty worthwhile because, I mean, otherwise no one's going to get that buff. Like, I don't try to force the Rift Herald because it doesn't really scale super well or anything like that. Like, a Dragon is worth more than a Rift Herald. But, oh, baby, damage. But if you can pick it up for free at like 17 to 20 minutes, like right before it disappears, it's definitely worth it because it's a lot easier to pick up and it's still worth something. What else? Let's see. Ooh. So this is a good fight. We were able to position ourselves properly. Matt has the wall in between him and the team, and I have R2 between me and the team. Unfortunately, Tyler got picked off trying to do the little flank there in the fight. But that's okay because that means that our long-range carries can't get picked. Here, I just get caught out, and I ran away from Taylor. I think he was trying to ult me there. And I was like, no, don't ult me, but whatever. I should have been smarter. The damage, though. So if we live here, we're good. Ooh, that net looks a lot like, what is it? The new brand skins Q. The Spirit Fired brand. I feel like it's the same thing, but they just like blanked out little bits to make it look like a net. Well, I know I said I was going to cut the video, but now that I'm doing this, it's like, I'm just going to go. I might do some replays or something, but here we go. Tasty clown, tasty clown. And this part of the game got a little awkward for the next 10 minutes or so. Both of the teams kind of started we were really just going deathmatchy here. Everybody was in the whole game. And so there was just a lot of throws back and forth both ways, and Blitz lived in that, unfortunately. So the next 10 minutes of this game are just a little awkward. Like the whole time, I feel like it's just an extended throw by both teams. So here I was just hiding behind the wall. So Graves had already shanked his Q against the dead turret a couple times. So I was just trying to get him to do it again, and then he took too much damage. So here, this is actually really good. So I get caught way out of position here, but you see R2 in the bot lane. Taylor's able to roam up here, and then R2 gets here. So now we have him in a great position in a little corridor. Graves is dead, so we don't have to worry about him being able to use his spells as much. And since this isn't since this isn't AP Fiddlesticks, we're not really too scared of his ult. So getting him caught in that little corridor is good for me and Matt, because it helps us stay away from them a little bit. And if they line up for my AoE spells also, and R2's taunt there. And freaking Taylor spells too, because Taylor does the damages. So Graves healed. I was blind on that. Let's see here. Get him. Get him. I do like the new Shen a lot. I think something that's underrated about him is that his W, I've only played him twice, but his W is really strong in that it's 100% block chance for auto attacks. So if you're able to use that on your AD carry, for instance, when they're getting engaged on, they won't have to use their summoner spells because they can't take damage from anything but spells. So like, let's say Graves goes in. Graves does a lot of spell damage, so I don't know. That's not a good example. But like, for instance, like a Talon or a Zed or something like that, if you're able to get in there and do the blocks, or a Jax, anybody, or Aurelia, someone like that, if you're able to get the block down for them, then they can just kind of take their time to figure out the way out. Ooh, that's rough. 2 tanks against a Kate. Yeah, so I don't know what I was saying. Something. Okay, we'll move on. No, not the turret. Oh, he's gonna tank it. This Kennen does the damages though. Blat. Dead. Here comes Alien to Nordle. Alright. I think we're able to hold this one. Not to mention another aspect of this team that's really strong. Having Kate on a siege team is stupid strong now because her traps, aka the tarps, are so strong now. You can just line them up across the entire map, which we'll see later. And it's just like, okay, that's free peel. That's peel for your whole team right there, even the people that are peeling. And Matt's doing a good job of keeping them up. I think in the future, if we're able to communicate about this, nice. Good. Get the bomb! Oh, no! Nice live. Dude, that shield is strong. Oh, I got dumpstered right there, huh? Get him, Matt. Get him. Oh, here comes the help. Tyler is just all about flanking this game, which is good. I love the Gragas flanks. Gragas is a strong flanker because then he can separate their team in team fights and do a bunch of damage, so it's like GGeroni. Oh, I know what this part is. Here we go. Graves part 2. Graves part 2. Coming up, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Damn it. All right, we'll see it though. You guys know what I'm talking about, or you should. Okay, here we go with another dragon. I don't know how many this is. I don't know what that all was. Don't don't pay attention to that. Here we go. Ken and TP. This is another good fight for us. We're able to keep them. For some reason, like, this didn't necessarily have to be a good fight for us. They got distracted by chasing Tyler and Nordell. And me and Matt were on the bottom side, just shooting him in the back the whole time while they were just like, they were going for our tanks. So that was just really convenient for us. I mean, even if we were in a good position there for our tanks to come and flank from the backside and peel for us, because we were pretty far away, and we also had numbers the whole fight because we got kills before the rest of their team showed up when we weren't together. So that worked out pretty well. That was overall just really good stuff. We did a really good job this game we didn't group early, which we could try doing in the future, and I think we'd have success with that. But we did it this game. I know we talked about this a while ago where we were like, all right, drop whatever you're doing and head to the fight. And we did a good job of doing that this game, where if someone got in trouble, we always had some help showing up late if they were able to survive a little bit. And honestly, since we're all pretty good at being slippery in fights, or like if we're gonna get picked off, like no one just sits there and trolls when we get picked unless it's like really, really bad. So since we all do try at the end, like even if we're about to die, it makes it easy for our team. The comeback. I don't know if you guys remember, but the beginning of this game was really rough in lane phase, and now he's 1v1ing split pushing. So good job. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we were just doing a really good job this game of heading towards our teammates in trouble, and at least most of the time if we got picked, we'd trade one for it, which is probably why they didn't win the game right around this 10-minute mark. But it was we did a good job. I think if we keep doing that and then also add in some more instances of grouping early, we could be pretty unstoppable. Ooh, walk away. Goodbye. Uh-oh. Why feed so much? Yeah, I think I died the most in this game, so that was pretty bad. I just was not playing smart. Whatever. I'll try to be better about staying with the team in the future as AP Ezreal, seeing as how I have no CC. Nice dodge. Oh yeah, this one's nice. Ooh, actually, I know this. This is that Graves part I was talking about. Here comes the Graves highlights right here. Dun 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 dun. Damn it! Was I wrong again? Whoops. All right. Well, now there's just too much anticipation. Okay. So. Kennen was able to. Oh no! There we go. The predict. I love that. That was so good. Because if he would have got that stun off there with the lightning rush, I think he would have killed you. So that was fucking beautiful with the net first. And then, feed the carry the blue buff. I love it. Hashtag jungle highlights. I'm just kidding. I don't want to say this is that part, the Graves 2.0, but I think this is it. But I've said that before. We'll see. Here we go. Ooh, that ultimate. No, not it. Damn it. I'm sorry. Now I'm anticipating it myself. Blitz flash my ult. Here we go. Ooh, spooky ghosts. Get him. The chase is strong. This team also has like a surprising amount of mobility for a poke team. Like most poke teams are pretty immobile. This team is very, very mobile. Good job. We did, again, like, look at this. These team fights are like LCS scripted because we just used the wall there to zone them out. We had all of our front line right on the wall, making the wall longer, and then our carries were right behind that. That was beautiful. Oh, yeah. Shen highlights. Shen highlights right there. I think what happened in that one was Taylor said, ult me and I'll tank the turret, and then the creeps showed up. Oh, baby, here we go. And this is the beginning of the throw for us. The almost throw, I should say. And this is also a part where you'll see Matt single-handedly, I'm pretty sure, CC 4 members of their team. And this is why I think Kate is going to be an AD carry that we can really use with our playstyle. Here it comes. It's a Tarp! It's a Tarp! Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. All by himself. Nice. Look at that. Unfortunately, it doesn't do much good at the end of the day. But it's a good play while it lasted. Oh, he got through. If he would have got trapped right there, I think he would have lived. But he didn't, unfortunately. So this part looks pretty hairy for us. Like that was pretty bad. I got way caught out because I was trying to kill Fiddlesticks and Graves came back with the home guard. One shot me. Yeah, and also we had just used our Shen ultimate for tanking turret. But luckily if they would have just left after the inhib, they would have been tired and inhibitors down, and they would have had a better play on drag and Baron. But they decided to try to stay, so we just dumpster them, giving us the advantage again. Nice, good call on the TP top. That's great. We'll go split push that thing down. Especially, the turret just went down from creeps too. Beautiful. That timing. Calculated. We knew. So we go to Dragon here, I think. Yeah, it looks like we go to Drag. Take the Drag. That's good. Get this inhibitor. If you have 2 inhibitors down, or if you have an inhibitor advantage and Baron's up, what we do, especially if we're a poke team, is we go position for it, and then just don't start it necessarily, but just position for it, and then make them kind of come to us and take damage from our poke without like fully committing to a fight. And we can just we can starve them out. They either have to stay near us so we don't get Baron, or they have to go B to defend their base from their inhibitor disadvantage. So we could have done that here. I don't think we set that up and executed it, but that's probably the easiest play that we could have made right there. Like there's almost no risk to it if we set it up right, especially with the Kate traps. Like we could have set up a line of Kate traps in their slant bush or in their red bush and just kind of waited for them to hit those and then done a bunch of damage to whoever took that. Stayed pressuring Baron, and then they might have forced a fight. Like if we did the same thing but kind of in lane, so they're able to wave clear at the same time. If we do this in their jungle, oh my god. I wasn't even on that fight, and then it made sure to go and show the fail flash. Thank you, League. Thank you. You're my favorite. Alright. Woohoo! Bombardier! Okay. Okay, here comes the salty bomb. What's the salty bomb? There it is! I don't know what happened on that one. That one did not want to go where it was supposed to. Good job, though. Good job. We won that fight overall, even though... So again, if we would have set that up off to the side in the river and just kind of extended that longer, we could have got more poke off before they were able to fully engage. And they wouldn't have been able to wave clear, so they would have had the minions going into their base, and they would have had to maybe send someone back so we could get a numbers advantage. But it worked out. It's still good. We still won that 4 for 5, which was good at the end of the day. And now we're coming up on the part of the game here where we start to take the advantage pretty smoothly. Like, we haven't lost a team fight now since we threw that one where I died really early next to the Nexus turrets. Oh no! He stopped. He could have got me there, I think, but he stopped. The fear is real. Ooh. They're just defending their base. See, this is where... Did we go Baron right here? Yeah, nice. That was exactly what we needed to do. Because our inhibitor is going to respawn soon, and then we'll still have that one inhibitor advantage, so we can still make the play. Especially if we're going to... Like, we see Graves and Nautilus top right now. Shen's bottom, Archie's bottom with his ult. So... Here we go again. Oh, this part's pretty good. Kennen decides that he wants to teleport into the death, so here comes the TP, and we just know he's coming, so blam! Goodbye. And yeah, so then we get the Dragon Baron off that pretty easily, but then we get ourselves in a bad position here. We should have just went around instead of... Oh, I think Tyler got hooked, actually. But if we would have been able to disengage that and go around and go... because if engaging in that spot, it gives Graves a lot of room there with that big, like, triangle area to just shoot like that, like bounce stuff off the walls and just do a lot of damage really fast. Because in teamfights, Graves isn't super effective unless you're chasing him or he has a wall to bounce it off of. Because the spells take some time, so you have a good opportunity to dodge him. And his positioning is hard unless he has a wall. Oh yeah. Here we go. Dun dun dun. Support versus mid. This is my favorite matchup in the game right here. When support takes on the mid laner. Bombs here. Oh no! Boom! The flash plays. Love it. That is the fearlessness that we need to see right there. Okay, so now they have both inhibitors up and we have one down. So we are currently at an inhibitor disadvantage, but we still have Baron buff on, I think, B. I don't know if anybody else has it at this point. So we still have the advantage, and our inhibitor should respawn soon. So if we're able to, especially if we're able to utilize this Baron buff by grouping. I don't know what we can do, but we'll see. Oh, Ezreal ult noise. And this 80 Fiddlesticks though is just weird. I have no idea why you would choose to play that. Maybe the fear. But I just feel like AP Fiddlesticks is disgusting. Look at that jungle. Okay. Here's what I'm talking about. I'm about to get picked off here, and everybody shows up. I think Matt and Tyler were recalling right there, and they're like, no, screw it, I'm going. And I love you for it, because I would have died otherwise. And now, instead, we get to win this team fight. So, great cover. Oh my, that beautiful ult. Isolate, and kill. Divide and conquer is what they say. So... that was just a beautiful save, guys, and that's what I'm talking about right there. We need like if we can do that in every game, our win rate will go up noticeably. I'm sure, even if we don't change anything, but just heading to fights committing to going to fights is what I mean to say. Committing to going to fights as soon as you see them starting. Because even if you are top lane and there's a fight in the bottom side of the map, your teammates, if they're down, are gonna be running back to base, which is more centralized. So if you start heading there as soon as you see it happening, by the time they run a little bit towards you and you run a little bit towards them, you're probably gonna get there faster than you think. Here's another instance of where Graves is really effective if you chase him and you have a wall. Like, he's dead instantly. If we would have made him come to us there, he wouldn't have been able to do any damage, and we probably would have insta-gibbed him as soon as he got close enough. But instead, I was like, I got him, and I just gave him one shot. Dun, dun, dun. That ult. Zillion's ult is so broken. So this is also good. We said don't die, because this is a big opportunity to throw right here. Because we only have a 1 inhibitor advantage and no more Baron buff or anything, so we're not really that far up in objectives. So if we die right now, they could probably get close to ending. I think we only have one Nexus turret because one of them died. So really perfect, not to just to back off and not risk it. Like typically, I feel like we would have risked that for the Biscat, but that was good play. We made some of our typical mistakes in this game, but then we made a lot of like good decisions after the typical mistakes, which really saved this game for us, I think. Getting the drag. Is that 5 drags for us? I think that might be 5th drag. Alright. Spooky ghost! Spooky ghost! Go, go, spooky ghost. The mighty, mighty spooky ghost. Alright. Taking the inhibitor. I went back for Rileys, I believe, just to build it. But that was probably stupid, because if I wouldn't have went back, we would have won this fight pretty easily here, I think. 5-on-5, but I was MIA for a while. Luckily, you guys were able to hold on long enough. Oh my goodness. Goodbye. So yeah, good job outplaying those guys. I know I just was talking about showing up, and I was just at base. So don't do that. Don't follow that example at all. That was nubbish. But it worked out because you guys outplayed them. So good job, team. The Zillion Ace. Alright, and here we go. One last little BM. It's a Tarp! Setting them up. Little half smile tarpy face. Pull over. It's the Ezreal police. No more tarping. Alright. GG, guys. Yeah. Let me know what you think about this.